All right, this is a second attempt to get some of this information out. This video that I made with the Little Mermaid. Well, if you go look at it, from 105 to like 146, there's absolutely no sound, which means somebody from Google or YouTube went in and cut it out. So I'm going to repost what that bit was, um, and why it's important and why it was taken out. So let me show you what it was in reference to is the verse from the Bible, in Revelations. It says, it says, here is wisdom. Let he who hath wisdom calculate the number of the man. It is 660 and 6. Okay, it is the number of a man. All right, it's not a man singular, it's plural. Okay, you don't say menkind, you say mankind, but it represents all of them. The point that's being made here is, why is something that is considered divination or using numerology, which is forbidden by the Bible, why is it being used in the Bible? Because there's a double standard going on here. So again, I'm going to show you from the Pythagorean numerology from Babylonian, and how it's all tied together, and yet it's still used in the very last most important book in the Bible. Okay, this is what they use in numerology. In the story with the Little Mermaid that I did, they said that she got her legs and she got an operation in Argentina. Well, that's all Nazism. First of all, you have a creature from the abyss with red hair named Ariel. Ariel is the name of a spirit that resides in the water or the abyss in Kabbalah. Fox News, Rupert Murdoch, who's a Jewish Zionist. If we look at this, he named his company after it. Go to the number 6, go down, and you'll get the word Fox. Okay, so you have 6, 6, and 6. Okay, 6, 6, and 6 is 18, and 1 is 9. All right. Though my point is why is this put in the New Testament? Okay, why are they telling you to do something that is strictly forbidden in the New Testament? Because the Bible is dualistic. The Old Testament was Semitic. The New Testament is Aryan. Okay, people would have to wake up and accept the fact that there were men that did things and wrote things on their own without inspiration. This whole Aryan overtake of the world has been in effect since the beginning of time. This is nothing new, but it's what runs YouTube. It's what runs Google. The fact that they did the story about the Little Mermaid, and she got her surgery done in Argentina, and she got her legs done in Argentina. You know, we're talking about DNA manipulation. Argentina, if you studied, the Nazis escaped with the help of the Catholic Church and the Red Cross, escaped into Argentina. Then they made a movie of it called The Boys of Brazil. It had to do with all the Nazis and all the DNA manipulation that's going on. So somebody actually went in, okay, and on Trample on Snake's page and another guy's page, went in and actually blocked that bit out where I was explaining this. So I'm making a whole other video dedicated to explaining that you were not supposed to be messing around with this stuff, for number one. Okay, that's from the Old Testament, which I don't like at all. Okay, but I believe that if you're born in a third-dimensional world, you're supposed to live your life here, not somewhere else. Even those people that are able to escape it always have to come back here, because you're stuck in a suit. So let's just take a look at what it says about using numerology. Okay, here it shows you. It says Deuteronomy 18, there should not be found any among you to use divination or observer of times or enchanter or a witch or a charmer or a consultant with familiar spirits or a wizard or a necromancer. Necromancer is somebody who talks with dead people. So it's telling you right here that what's being done in Revelation, telling you to calculate is wrong. So which one of these two is right? Either one is okay and one is a lie, or the other one's a lie and the other one's okay. Okay, or maybe what I'm trying to tell you is that man did his own thing in a lot of this stuff, is the truth. Of course, the Creator has his hand in it. Of course, his Son, Jesus Christ, is the Son and the Savior of this planet. But don't ever sell yourself short into believing that somebody didn't reprint the Bible a number of times to change some stuff. Especially when the people that are changing it are in fear of the Creator. That's all you got to think about. You know, most of us are afraid to rob a bank because we're afraid of what the law will do to us when they catch us. But there are those people that aren't afraid to rob a bank, and they go ahead and they do it because they don't care what the consequences are. So don't ever think that the Bible hasn't been tampered with. Okay? People use the Lord's name in vain all day long, and they wake up the next day. They're not killed because they use his name. So get it through your head. People have manipulated a lot of the Bible. This is another reason that things are manipulated. This is supposed to be online, on the internet, about Jesus and his words and all this great, wonderful stuff about the Son of the Creator, right? But yet they pick two perspective colors. Personally, they pick them. Okay? Purple and yellow. And what are those two colors go back to? They go back to Yahoo. And what is Yahoo? Okay? What is Yahoo? You know what Yahoo is. Okay? So don't give me this crap that nobody messed with anything. Okay? These people that mess with the sacred books aren't afraid of the consequences. When you understand that, it's very easy to understand that the Bible's been manipulated. You wouldn't mess with it because you're in fear. They would because they don't give a fucking rat's ass. Why is this so hard for people to understand? People that murder people aren't afraid of what the law is going to do to them. These guys are not afraid of what the law of the Creator is going to do to them. Very easy to manipulate. Okay, and their out is, well, you didn't have to read it. You didn't have to believe it. Okay, so these guys, they cover every avenue. Okay, so this was done intentionally. I can show you website after website where there are occultic symbols within the whole Jesus internet teachings on here, because it's all being controlled by one source, but it is not being controlled by the Creator like you think. It's being tainted and it's being manipulated. Okay, so we'll see if they blot out this whole video. Okay, these guys can say whatever they want about me. I don't care, because they're pointless. They don't even exist. Jesus is the Son of the Creator. The word God refers to the ruler of this planet, not of the whole thing. The Creator is the whole thing, the one that's above. That's why on the Kabbalistic tree of life, number 9 is Saturn or Satan. Number 10 is the Creator. Okay? That's the fact of it. The Bible has been manipulated, but there's still a lot of truth in there and a lot of good things in there. There's a lot of coded things in there. A lot of those stories are coded specifically for other people that were supposed to read it. So, you know, don't lose faith because man has messed around with the divine creation. I mean, we're living in a false one as it is. So my point being is that YouTube delegates the right to go in and take your video and chop bits out of it if they want to. Okay, you're spitting into the wind if you think you're going to teach anybody anything on YouTube. Unfortunately, I'm retarded, so I keep trying. And then I just wanted you to look at this. If you look at this, this logo, we see at the top, the red and the green, those are actually, that's the double-headed eagle looking both ways. That goes back to the double axe of Phoenicia. Down here we got a cauldron, right? And then what do we got right across from there? Gee whiz, the planet Saturn. Saturn, witchcraft, evil. Gee whiz, never crossed my mind. Oh, and this is a real place for little kids to go to. Okay, you see how it's cut into 4 sections? It's a cube, because when they cut it into 4 sections, they're giving you 4 sides of the same geometrical symbol laid out in a 2-dimensional version. Okay, so wake up.